My 31F, husband, 32M, doesn't help pick gifts, and it's super annoying. Me, 31F, and H, 32M, have been together for 14 years. Throughout this time, I've slowly become the designated gift getting for us as a unit. I'd ask him what we should get for a birthday or Christmas for someone, and all I'd get is, I don't know. I'll prompt him well ahead of time and say, that's okay. Give it a think, and we'll discuss again in a week. Still nothing. I'll pester and get nothing from him. No ideas, nothing. So eventually we either end up getting nothing for the person, which is absolute mortifying, or I have to buy stuff to gift with no input at all from him. Then people count our gifts as being joint from us both, and he gets to continue doing nothing. I don't know what they like, this annoys me. We tend to spend time with people as a unit. I don't have more conversation with people than him. How would I have any better clue? He said this about his own family too. Doesn't know what to get his dad or brothers. I don't know their sizes/preferences, and you think I do? Or that I have some kind of manual? No, I don't. If it's sizes, I ask well ahead of time. I haven't had the time to look, really? You just doom-scrolled for the past hour at least. I hate getting gifts/shopping. Again, so do I. I hate it. But I'd rather get gifts for loved ones than not at all. 5 years ago, I snapped and told him I wouldn't buy for his family anymore. He knows them better than I do. Money isn't the problem. We both have big families. He'll sort mine, he'll sort theirs. Except he didn't. For the past 5 years, he's bought nothing for anyone. He'll maybe put money in a card. It's so embarrassing going to Christmas with his family, having given us gifts with nothing to give back. This year I've had enough. We have some friends who just had birthdays the past 2 weeks. Husband's birthday was also last week. We're due to see them in 2 days, and despite my near weekly warnings for months that he needed to pick gifts for them this year, instead of me as always, he's got nothing. These friends are lovely, and always give him great birthday gifts. And in 2 days I'll have to sit mortified once again when they give to him, and will have nothing for them. I've told him how horrible and embarrassing this is. It's so inconsiderate. He just shrugs and whines that he can't think what to get. It's driving me up the wall. It's bad enough I have to pick out my own presents every time, but why can't he just get a few things? I've tried giving plenty of warning. I've explained how it puts a bunch of mental load on me. How I don't know what to get either, but I work at it. I feel like I'll have to start telling people they can thank husband for not getting any gifts, and hope he finally feels some guilt over it. Anyone have any better ideas beyond throwing him under the bus? Throwing him under the bus? Lady, he gleefully dove under the tires. Every time you buy a gift, put your name on it. Hand it over and say, this is from me. Don't mention him. He doesn't care. You can't make him care. It's okay to throw him under the bus given that this is the situation. It has been 14 years. Why do you expect this to change? It's called weaponized incompetence. Very frustrating. Honestly, start avoiding events where there is friend/family and he's failed to give a gift. Let him turn up alone to bear the brunt of the embarrassment so you don't have to. Either he'll start sorting gifts for his loved ones, or he won't. Either way, you will no longer have to put yourself in embarrassing situations that aren't your fault. I 38F met a 38M and feel like I blew my shot. I F38 went out with a friend this weekend. I don't get out much as a single mom, so I was really enjoying myself and having drinks and dancing. I started chatting WAGIM 38, and we seemed to hit it off. My friend that I was with was having a blast with his friends. We ended up going to multiple places all together, and then decided to bring the party back to my house. We drank, danced, cooked, and had a great time. Being that I was quite tipsy, I did end up sleeping with him, which is very out of character for me. I am not one to usually rush that kind of thing. Anyways, we spent the majority of the next day together, and seemed to genuinely enjoy each other's company in a more sober manner. We slept together a few more times that afternoon, until it was finally time for him to go home. He texted me that night, and again Monday. He mentioned that he couldn't stop thinking about our time together. So I said something along the lines of, great, let me know when you want to do it again. It's now Thursday night and radio silent LOL. Did I come on too strong, and now maybe he has the impression this is a normal thing for me? I have been single for a very long time and don't date, so I have no idea what the kids do these days. Do I just accept that maybe he's not interested? I keep saying to myself if he wanted to he would. And he's taken no action, so safe to assume it's a no-go. Man, here I've done this. Could be that he's having a busy week at work. I disagree with everyone who said don't double text. If you like him, you should text him. If he ghosts you after the second text, then you do not triple text, but I guarantee you he will answer. Maybe I'm also out of the loop. I don't think you did anything wrong. Your texts seem to match his energy. Maybe he just wanted to sleep with you, but not start a relationship. Hope a comment from a man is welcomed here, but your last text was for him to text you when next he wants to hang out, and that can come across a bit like you don't want to chat a lot over text. So he might just be waiting until he's free again. Like, let me know when you want to do it again can be read as, let your next text to me be an invitation. And he may be holding out until he's free/ready to invite you and resisting the urge to message before then, because you only tasked him to message when he wants to do it again. If this was not what you meant, and you indeed enjoy ongoing text conversations, then feel free to start a conversation, gauge it based on that. But I wouldn't conclude at this point that he isn't interested. Of course it stings. You let yourself be vulnerable, and now you're left with silence. But try to remember, his follow-through says more about him than about you. You deserve someone who's as excited to follow up as you are. At 38, you don't have to play guessing games. You put your cards on the table. If he's interested, he'll pick them up. If not, you're still left with proof that you're capable of fun, chemistry, and openness, which is a beautiful thing to carry forward. He's also not a kid. You're both my age, and if he wanted to, he would. I have a rule to never double text. Don't text anymore. It takes less than 10 seconds to send a text. Nobody is too busy for one. My best guess is there's other women he's talking to/hooking up with, and you're not as high on the roster. Sorry to be so blunt. Or he's married. Very far-reaching, but maybe he wanted a more in-depth text, like, I really enjoyed hanging out with you too. We should do it again sometime. Instead of just cool, let's do it again, as that feels a little dry. But I also don't know what you said word for word, so maybe you did say something closer to the first. Whatever you do, when he does text you back, don't fall for the sorry work has been so busy line. I mean, it's a weeknight. Text him and gauge his response. My 37F, husband 35M, of 7 years rejects all physical contact. I 37F, have been married for 7 years to a man 35M, who has always struggled with physical contact. In the beginning, he would gently reject my hugs or touches, and while our sex life was never frequent, it was good when it did happen. Now he literally pushes me away if I try to get close. We haven't been intimate in over a year. He says it's because I've emasculated him throughout our relationship by cutting my hair short, getting a septum piercing, making decisions without his agreement, traveling alone to see family, he never wants to come, or making him feel I'm smarter than him. But I've been nothing but helpful, patient, and understanding. For context, we both come from Muslim backgrounds but are now atheists, living abroad away from our families. We are child-free by choice. I have no friends where I live, so for the past 3+ years, I've had almost no physical or emotional connection with another human being. He admits this is a problem but refuses therapy, saying it won't help because he'll never accept not being the man in the relationship. He also says he doesn't want me to change for him, but he can't accept me as I am either. Is this relationship salvageable? If so, how? Edit. I do not have a traditional men's haircut or even a pixie cut, just shorter hair that curls around my face. I have many hobbies that have been sustaining and fulfilling me, but they are mostly solo: hiking, rollerblading, photography, reading. I do not have close friends, but I do have work friends and people I can sometimes talk to. The reason I've been with him for so long despite our issues is that I don't believe not being in a fulfilling relationship is wasting my life. I am child-free, so I'm not in a hurry to meet someone else and find fulfillment in many things outside my relationship. Being in a fulfilling relationship would be a plus rather than a necessity. I guess that makes me weird too, or damaged somehow, but I can't control how I feel. I've never been in a romantic relationship filled with love and flowers, so I probably don't even know what I'm missing. He's told you how he feels, believe him. Salvage what? You don't have anything. No, this isn't salvageable. Not without him getting over these weird hang-ups about masculinity that make him think you shouldn't be in control of your own life and appearance, which he's clearly not willing to do. And even if he were, do you really want to try and make things work with someone who'd rather avoid and complain about you than put any effort into fixing things, unless he feels like he has no other choice? No. Someone who refuses to seek help is refusing to participate in a healthy relationship. You get to choose: stay in an unhealthy relationship and grow resentful, or move on. In my humble opinion, you have done nothing to emasculate him. That is 100% on him. You are a grown adult and are allowed to decide how you want your hair and jewelry. I also have a septum piercing. It sounds like he's a little bit stuck in outdated views of marriage. Is it worth salvaging? I, 26F, need to know if my husband, 30M, is acting normal or am I the problem? I, 26F, need to know if my husband, 30M, is acting normal or am I the problem? I never thought I'd be one of those people that would create an entire new Reddit just to post about my relationship. I get it now. Now that my frontal lobe has fully developed and I've been postpartum, almost a year, I've started noticing small things that I feel like are a little weird. Or maybe I'm just weird. My husband is the clean, neat freak in our relationship, and I am the messy one. I hate that I am messy, and I actively try to come up with systems to keep myself in check since I don't do well without them. My mind has been 100x times more cluttered postpartum, and it's probably very evident with this post. Sorry if it's all over the place. Anyways, I tend to be a little messy even with systems in place. However, I am working, taking care of my baby when I come back home, while also doing all the cooking for us and baby. I also do some cleaning, but not all of it. First thing, when my husband cleans, if he sees crumbs on the floor the next day, he doesn't stop complaining. I just broomed the other day, how are there crumbs all over the floor? How are you a walking mess? Etc., etc. I'm not talking like large chunks, I'm taking small specks, or literally a millimeter of crumb. It's been 24 hours, I'm not sure how he expects it to be spotless. He does this with everything. I just did all the dishes yesterday. How is the sink almost full again today? It's been 24 hours of us putting out dishes in the sink for each meal plus I cooked? Is that not normal? In his defense, I don't clean/wash as I cook as it's not natural for me, and it messes up my flow in the kitchen. I have been getting better at this, but like cooking and doing the dishes is hard, and I'm not a machine. Second thing, my brain fog after birth has been so bad like it's ridiculous, I feel like an idiot half of the time. However, he name calls and talks down to me a lot, and I feel like it's not a normal way to talk to a partner. Use your brain, use your 2 brain cells, are you dumb, etc., etc. Like damn bro, chill out, I'm trying. I never name call him in arguments. On top of that, if I annoy him or snap back at him, he always uses my weight against me since I haven't lost all the weight yet. Things like calling me fat, 200 pounds, etc. Third, I swear as our marriage has gone on, he finds new things for me to fix. I literally walk on eggshells every day because I'm not sure what will set him off. He shows so much frustration if I close something loudly, even if it's by accident, or he gets so mad at me if I'm being clumsy like dropping something. Sometimes, I feel like I have no breathing room because I'm not trying to be clumsy, but maybe because I'm scared I end up doing something clumsy, so I shoot myself in the leg. Anywho, it's a new thing once I fix something. I have to walk super quietly, I can't be too loud, I can't be clumsy, I can't make noise when doing basic things like closing the door. I have to turn the knob all the way, close the door slowly, then release the knob so it doesn't make noise, etc. I mean, he just really hates noise, I guess, but like where is the compromise? Fourth, it just feels like he hates my entire existence, like everything I do, but then goes on to tell me he loves me. In arguments, which happen all the time, he says I'm selfish and that I can't think about anything but myself, I'm annoying, I'm a walking mess and he's tired of it, etc. Maybe he's right. But like if you're describing me like that, how do you love me? It's late at night and I can't think of more, but there are def more. I'll stop here for now. What advice I'm looking for, but I need to know if I'm crazy cause maybe I'm just the problem? That's probably it, and I'm ready to hear it so I can stop doubting it all. What I can do to fix this relationship, but I think I'm at a point where I'm not really in love with him anymore, especially after how he's treated me postpartum. Send help and hugs. Sweetheart, you are not the problem. Sometimes, I feel like I have no breathing room because I'm not trying to be clumsy, but maybe because I'm scared I end up doing something clumsy, so I shoot myself in the leg. That statement right there is enough for me to tell you that you need a therapist, and you need to get out. Mess. Noise. Crumbs. None of these things are reason for him to make you feel this way. Your nervous system must be in overdrive right now. He is gaslighting, manipulating, and putting you down. This is not love. Lots of hugs, sparkling heart. I don't think you should be with anyone who calls you names or makes you feel dumb. My girlfriend is messier than me, and it frustrates me sometimes, but I love her and would never go out of my way to make her feel bad. You are not the problem. You are not overreacting. He is being unreasonable and unfair, and it's not okay. Being a little annoyed or frustrated about something like you making a mess is one thing. Calling you names and overreacting is another. Definitely don't put up with that. You are trying your best and trying to make improvements. Not to mention mom brain is totally a thing. Sweetie, this post breaks my heart. Your husband is calling you names. You're constantly worried you're going to make a mistake or make a noise. You aren't a disobedient child. You're an adult partner. This is not a marriage. This is contempt. You need to leave. Please find a safe place, family, friends, a shelter. Your internet mom. You are in an abusive relationship. Your husband is abusive. In support group for DV, nearly every one of us was told at some point that we couldn't even do the dishes right. Why is it such a common way for an abuser to criticize their partner? I don't know. But does it sound familiar to you? Because that's not a normal way for someone to treat their partner in a healthy relationship.